What's going on? I hope you already got your lineups reserved because fucking the DraftKings got it all kinds of full already. So you're going to have to get in some secondaries. I encourage you right now to get over there. You might not get in any contest at all this week. So fair warning right there. New guy. What's up, new guy? My name's James, better known as the Degenerate 75, and I am here too. Have the final golf show of 2024. I know, so sad. But all the tournaments that are left are kind of slapdick. Of course, over at Ship It, we'll have everything you need. We'll still do our ownership, our projections, the stone, all of that you need for any upcoming contest. But as far as the stream goes, this is the last real tournament of the year. It will be the last one that I'm doing in 2024. But for all of you that want good news, my plan is for 2025 to go back to doing this stream in not this shortened version I've been doing, but the full stream every Wednesday night, 7 o'clock. That's in the Lord's time zone, of course, all of 2025, mainly the January through July, the main part of the season. I'm not just going to do the majors and stuff like I did last year when I was sick. Yes, I still might be sick again in 2025, but the big guy's a tough motherfucker, and he's going to push through and give you a stream. So be looking forward to that. Also, maybe some golf preview shows coming right here to the Ship It show in late December to get you ready, because I am telling you, when the Tournament of Champions rolls around in January, I want you right back here. I want you continuing to make this the #1 stream in PGA DFS. I want you signed up to Ship It, and I want you following along, being part of the biggest community out there, and let's just fucking kill PGA DFS in 2025. It's going to be a blast. We're not going to take it for granted. Let's get going. Yes, the F counter will be back, and I will be giving away money and all that, and splitting tickets just like it used to be. All right, we're gonna go back to just how it used to be. So with that in mind, make sure to hit the like and subscribe. We're pushing to 10,000. We're going to be giving away a bunch of stuff once we get there. Help us get there. You can see Ron. He's on the rocket. He needs to get there. He's been on that rocket for like months now. He's got to be hurting his ball sack, right? His taint's got to just be sore as shit from riding that. Probably getting a little sweaty. Lucas Glover ass sweat going on there. All right, new guy. Let's get going. Have you made your lineups yet? You have. I know you have, because they're all fucking full. Look at this. Look, the main is the only thing that's not filled. The Sand Trap, which they boosted up to $200,000, so they knew this week was going to be more popular. We got some real golfers this week. Got a quality layout as far as good golfers, good tournament. Not going to have to worry about the light as much the first two rounds, because we got two courses. And this thing, I'm telling you, it's less than 1,000 full. This is going to fill within an hour. So if you're still wanting to get some in there, you can. If you're wanting to get in the $5, it's gone. But they do have a secondary $5 up, the Drive the Green. So you could go hop in that real quick. It's actually got a better payout structure than the original Drive the Green. So you can still go get in that. They got a secondary $200 up, but like I'm telling you, they already got the secondaries up. So I would be getting in and getting my lineups or getting my contest reserve if you're wanting to. And they're a lot better than they've been, right? Like, even the Sand Trap I just pointed out, only a quarter to first, whereas like the past couple weeks it's been a third to first, in my opinion, making it almost unplayable. So get in there, go reserve those lineups, because it looks like a lot of people are wanting to play some PGA DFS this week. So that'd be my first piece of advice. As far as contest selection, get what you can get. That little $5 secondary doesn't look too bad, Bob. That's what I'd say. That's what I would say. All right. So there you go. Contest selection, pretty short. So let's move on to the next thing. New guy. What's the first thing we always check? All right. Weather. That's right. If you don't know, they are out in Georgia, St. Simon's Island, right? Way the fuck out here, right? If you don't know, a lot of the PGA players live out here, right? There's like legit like 20 of them live out here. I don't know what they do. Maybe they have like secret rituals and shit. I've heard, a lot of children go missing, but that's probably just because Brendan Todd lives in the area. Those kids go over the bridge. Good luck to them. Good luck to them, right? I've also heard the Battle for Middle Earth happens a lot out there. Helm's Deep's happening once a week with Brian Harmon out there, and he's always having to, save the day as the Hobbit. Some weird shit goes on out there, but for whatever reason, they all decide to live out there. Good golf weather. So a lot of these guys know this course, know this area very, very, very well, all right? So let's talk about weather. I think you need to know this. They're playing two courses the first 2 days, right? They're going to be playing the Seaside course and then the Plantation course, and then they rotate. So you would think the weather edge is going to be pretty minuscule, and that's true. Almost everybody will be going off in a 2-hour window. Half of them will be going off at Plantation, 1 and 10. Half of them will be going off at Seaside, 1 and 10, right? So to think that like there's going to be an afternoon, a PM AM or AM PM wave, we're not going to have that this week. But I don't think that we don't consider the weather at all, because historically speaking, the plantation course tends to be the one that's a little bit easier. And when you see nuke rounds, you tend to get more nuke rounds over on the plantation course than the seaside course. And plantation's the one that you only get to play once, right? You're either going to play it Thursday or Friday, and then the weekend will be seaside both days, and then your other round from Thursday or Friday will be a seaside course, right? So trying to find the day that your guy is going to be on the plantation course, I think there could be a little bit of value in there, especially at Showdown. But I got to imagine the Showdown contests are just fucking disgusting, if I had to guess. Well, I mean, what? We got a $20,000 one? Yeah, that's pretty gross, Bob. Pretty gross. So, we're going to be playing week long. And if you look at the weather here, of course, looking at because I'm filthy rich and can't afford the $18.99 a year to give you actual projections and not slapdick wind finder. I think that the weather tells us a little bit. Thursday morning, as you can see down here, hopefully you can see around my big fucking dome, you can see that the weather, it's, a little chilly actually, but it's going to be chilly both days. The wind's not up as much, and then it picks up in the afternoon, and then Friday, it almost looks like it's heavier in the morning and then slows down. So the thing is like, well, that would be great if we were playing a AM PM wave edge, but that doesn't exist, right? They're all going to be out there at the same time, so we can't say that. But I do think that if I had my choice, I would probably want my guy playing plantation on Thursday, right? Thursday morning specifically looks like a pretty go-getter kind of day, right? Like, it does not look as bad. And if we're trying to get our guys out there in the most nutted conditions, I would guess that Thursday morning is going to score better than Friday morning. And if I can have my guy on the easier course, I tend to like my guy to be on the easier course in the easiest conditions, because really what we're chasing over 4 rounds from our golfers is 2 to 3 really good rounds, and then 1, maybe 2 don't shit the bed rounds. And a lot of times that can be enough to win a golf tournament for you, right? So I would kind of be giving a little bit of a lean just to the plantation guys who are going to be out there Thursday, because I think the course is easier and I think the conditions are going to be easier. Now, should you play all guys like that? No, I think that's pretty short-sighted. Should you get off of somebody you like simply because they're playing Seaside Thursday? I think that would be tremendously short-sighted as well. I would not do that. But if you're looking for a way to find some sleepers or differentiate between some guys, I think that there is the argument to be had that there's going to be better scoring conditions Thursday morning than Friday morning. And if I could have my choice, I want my guys on the easier course and the easier scoring conditions so they can go get kind of that nuke round out of the way, right? If your guy goes and gets that 65 or something, I mean, not only is he obviously going to make the cut, he's probably going to be set up to be playing late, a late tee time on the weekend, which is kind of what we want and what we need to give ourselves a chance to win, right? So that's the weather, right? There's not a lot to derive from the weather. As I told you, they're all going to be out on the course on the same time. But if you're looking to try to squeeze any little value out of it as you can, I would say give me the guys playing plantation on Thursday. Just as a little tiebreaker, okay? Not as I'm playing this weather edge, I'm all in. We're refinancing the house. Wouldn't do that, Bob. Wouldn't do it. So there you go. That's contests. That's weather. Don't forget, if all of this is intimidating, we have this thing right here at Ship It called The Stone, which I brought over with me from DGen75. We've only made it better. We've added it to all of our sports over at Ship It, and I swear by this thing. We're only improving it, making it better. This is what you're going to get whenever you come join me in 2025 for PGA. We're going to have the best. We're going to have all the best tools out there, the best projections, the best ownership, and, of course, the cheapest price and the best tool, The Stone. I want you guys to just know that this changes everything. Not only do we do it for week long, so you could be using it tonight to help make your decisions, we also do it for round 2, round 3, and round 4 showdown. I really just want everybody to play PGA DFS. I want you putting your money into your content and not your contests. Your contest and not your content. And that is what we're doing here with The Stone, all right? Ownership, it's up, baby. Here we go. These are your 10 most owned guys as of now projected. Once again, whenever 2025 rolls around, I'll be back with Steam and Moonwalk, and we can talk about guys who are going up and going down, right? But right now, we're just going to do the top 10 most owned and a couple honorable mentions, which should always make you say, I wonder why they're honorable mentions. Let's get going. First up, old Iceberg, right? I mean, it's nice to finally have a real golfer back, isn't it? I'm pretty confident he's going to get a lot of ownership. I think the only thing that might slow him down just be we haven't seen him in so long. But, I mean, his talent is superior to everybody in this field. He is a A-plus golfer compared to all these other guys. And his ownership is going to reflect that. I actually think they should have priced him closer to $12,000, but they only have him at $11,200, which, when you factor in his talent versus the others, I don't think is a big enough gap to justify that. That just me opinion there, boy. I think his butter the nuts. I think he should be closer to 12. So old Iceberg just out there wrecking ships in the middle of the night. I think he's going to come in at 30%. And when a guy gets to be 30%, you're leaving me no choice, Iceberg. You, sir, are.
The man's Donkey Chalk, and we don't play Donkey Chalk.
What do you want me to do, guys? He's going to probably get over 30%. If you think you're sneaking up on anybody playing Iceberg this week, let me just go ahead and burst your bubble. You're not going to. You're not going to, boy. And then because of that, his ownership, I think, is really going to suppress everybody else because people are going to play him at over 30%. And then that really starts to make it difficult to play those $10,000 guys and the upper 9K guys, right? So I think that, like guys like Davis Thompson, Denny McCarthy, Ben Griffin, I think that they're going to get, they're going to be in that upper 18 range. But I don't think that these guys are like Donkey Chalk. I would say they're a little high. So we'll go ahead and give them. Yeah, it's a little high on the ownership, but not deal breaker. I'm not getting off these guys because they're 18%, right? I might get off of them because they're Denny McCarthy and they're fucking here to play a Hobbit, and Brian Harmon doesn't play nice with others. He's real big on being the only Hobbit there, right? He's Frodo, and he says no pips in my party, and Denny McCarthy leaves crying every time. It's really sad. Hey, look at that, 113 people in here already. The #1 stream in PGA DFS, coming up a little low there, buddy. Go ahead and hit that like for me. 50 people that are in here that have not hit the like. Appreciate you guys. Look at that. Not even trying. Still the #1 stream. Okay. All right. Run not so good. Okay. Let's see here. Mackenzie Hughes coming in at 8,800. This is when we get into that $8,800 range. Now we're getting into the 8Ks. I don't know. I guess I could. Honestly, you know what? They're not really Donkey Chalk, so I guess I'm just going to be nice here. We're just going to go ahead and just tell you, most of these guys right here, none of them, they're just not Donkey Chalk. I'm just going to skip it. They're all right? I mean, like, to be Donkey Chalk, none of these guys, they're all just kind of where they should be relative to each other. They're all going to kind of come in that way. Yes, there are still some sleepers in there, but as far as anybody kind of being runaway Donkey Chalk, I'm just not seeing it. But what is refreshing is we're starting to get some 7K guys getting into those double digits. And what have I told you about 7K guys getting to double digits? Now, I think last week some of those 7K guys did pretty well down there. And it happens occasionally. Maybe this will be the year of the 7K donkey dicks. I hope not, because last year, if you don't know, in 2024, it was just easy money. Just fade the 7K donkeys, and you got there all the time. We did a whole chart. Yes, I will have all those charts up and stuff. We'll be tracking all that. We'll be tracking the win. We'll be tracking the contest. I want this stuff to be based on math, not just feelings and emotions. All right, so we got old Jacob Bridgman, which, right there, the name alone gets Brennan Todd excited. The Bridgeman. Coming in at 12%. Anytime a guy is in the 7,000s, he's coming in at 12%. When literally every other person around him is coming in at like 3%, you know what he's going to be. That man right there is...
The man's Donkey Chalk, and we don't play Donkey Chalk.
Okay. Next up, old Grayson Sigg. I think he did pretty well last week. I know he got off to a good start. I didn't even see how the fucker finished, but it is Grayson Sigg. He is going to be popular again, and so I'm left with no choice. That man is
the man's Donkey Chalk, and we don't play Donkey Chalk.
Except when we do. And lastly, Wesley Bryan. Who would have ever thought the day I'd see double-digit Wesley Bryan? That's a particularly gross one. That guy, you don't even think about that one. That guy is
the man's Donkey Chalk, and we don't play Donkey Chalk.
A lot of them. There you go. That is a quick. When you saw 3 honorable mentions, you should have said, "What the hell's going on here?" A lot of Donkey Chalk in the 7Ks. That's what's going on here, pal. Let's get over to the model, because the model is like life and the most important thing in PGA DFS. So let's talk about the model. Look, the Bermuda grass, easy scoring. We're looking at off the tee, 125 to 150. Recent approach, greens gained in regulation, around the green, and sand saves, right? And if you look at this, #1 in the model, Brian Harmon. But, Brian Harmon lives right there in this area. And he said that he rarely plays the course, which I actually... a lot of people are like, oh, so he doesn't even care. He said he's in off-season mode. He's totally playing it down. And to a lot of people, that would be like, well, I'm not playing him. To me, that makes me want to play that little fucker, right? Anytime a golfer talks about, I'm not feeling good, or I'm not striking well, or I haven't played in a while, that's what I want to hear. Like, those are the kind of things I want to hear. That's just a bunch of bullshit that they're saying to take any pressure off of them. If anything, that makes me like that little motherfather. Okay? And he's #1 in the model, which is insane. At a course he is very familiar with. He's played about 8,000 times. So Brian Harmon, #1 in the model. Kind of shocking. Iceberg, not great in the model, but, a lot of his stats are kind of old, right? Because we haven't seen him in so long. The model is pulling pretty old stats, right? So I think that this model is much more relevant for people who've been playing this swing season, and we haven't seen a lot of Iceberg playing this swing season, right? We haven't seen really any studs playing much of the swing season. So you get into it. Some guys who look good in the model. Denny McCarthy looks good in the model. Mav McNeely's been looking good in the model. J.J. Spawn looks good in the model. Douglas Gimathan. Keith Mitchell. What the fuck? Matt Kuchar. Hey, Matt Kuchar, another one of those old guys that lives here. I like the old guy, I live in the area narrative this week. Daniel Berger looks good in the model. Oh, Putnam. Fuck that guy. 4 birdies in a row and then missed the cut for us on the number last week. Old Andrew Fucknam. Let's see. Who else looks good in the model? Anybody else really top 10 down here? Ooh, look at that. Ryan Moore again. I don't know what's going on. Ryan Moore needs to quit showing up in the model. Parte Marte Laird. I got some guys on the course that said Kevin Kisner's out there really grinding his ball. So that's just a report from the course. I don't ever play Taylor Montgomery, but he looks good in the model. So there's some guys for you to consider. I think the more important question is, who are some guys that you might want to play that are from this area? I already kind of gave you some of them. Who are some guys that live in this area? Brian Harmon lives there. I believe, let me go through. Harris English lives in the area. Chris Kirk lives in the area. Lucas Glover gets the shit beat out of him. Let's see. I think Sepp Straka even lives in the area. Kuchar, a lot of the Georgia boys live there, right? So if you're wanting to know that narrative, there you go. Those are some guys. Webb Simpson, I think, lives down in that area. There you go. So the better question is, a good sleeper, I think I'm going to go with old Bug Cauley. What do you think about Bug Cauley? He's played well here before. I think my one sleeper this week going to be Bug Cauley. Don't play him because I'm playing him. Hell, I don't even know if I'm going to get to play this week because I didn't even reserve my lineup, and I didn't want to play in the damn sand trap, so I wanted to play in the signature hole and fucking didn't. I was napping all day. Chemo naps. Fuck me. So now I don't even know. But if I were going to play a sleeper, it'd probably be Bug Cauley. The more important question is, who am I not playing? I'm just not going to play Iceberg, right? If I were playing, I wouldn't play Iceberg because I think he's going to be over 30%. And remember, the last time we saw him, he was still recovering from the meniscus thing with his knee. He was playing fine with it, but I think that at least there's enough of a question there to have some type of out to be like, all right, maybe this guy just kind of dicks around a little bit this week and gets T25. And at that price tag, he probably won't be part of a winning lineup. Plus, anytime somebody's over 30%, that can be one of the biggest edges you can get at PGA DFS. It's just cutting out a third of the field right there if he just spins his wheels a little bit. So I think Iceberg would be the one guy I'm going to fade. The one guy I'm going to play, I already told you, I like the guys who live in the area, the narrative. And so, if you've ever seen the movie The English Patient, well, I don't need an English patient. I need a guy that has a rope hat who can bring me English pay dirt. And, of course, that one mother-father is Harris English. The one guy we're playing this week, we're playing Harris English. Yeah, pay dirt. I look good there. Look, we look handsome. Me and Harris. We look. By the way, been catching some shit. People are wondering why are you letting the beard grow. Have you seen the heater I've been on at fucking NFL? You don't shave off your beard when you're on a fucking heater. So the beard is staying until I quit winning all the money off DraftKings. That's how long the beard is staying. I don't care if I get old and shaggy and look like Santa Claus come Christmas. The beard stays until I quit winning so much. There you go. It's good luck. You don't mush yourself by cutting off your own beard. You freaking amateurs. Hey, look at this, guys. Over here at Ship It, we celebrate all of our winners. And we had quite the week. And look at all the fucking hits. That's incredible because we celebrate our members' hits. And that's awesome. There's been lots of members hitting. Look at all those Ship It flags. We help you build a process. We help you get better at it. And if you play it long enough, you can be sustainable at this game. And if you can become sustainable at DFS, eventually you will hit a big one. That's what I preach. That's what we preach. We have the best, most affordable site out there. We have a current NBA 50 deal going on right now. We're about to do a special for the rest of NFL for the rest of the season, which there's still 12 weeks left when you count playoffs and everything. It's only going to be like $99 for the rest of the season or something ridiculous like that. So I'm telling you, there's still time to sign up. Come join it. We're hitting a heater. Just watch the First Look show with me and Tambo. You'll see all about it. And, of course, we have the Stone for every single one of our sports: NFL, college football, PGA, NBA, NFL, MMA, NASCAR, MLB, all the sports that are still going. We offer a Stone for all of those. We don't slow down. We give you the best, and we do it in the most affordable way. I swear by it. That's the only reason I'm at Chip. That's the only reason that I would want to be here is because it's about letting people play DFS at an affordable rate and not spending all your money on your fucking websites. There you go, guys. I appreciate you being here. I'm going to be doing some specials in December to get you ready for golf. When January rolls around and it is Tournament of Champions time, I want you to say it is DGen time. I'm ready to sign up for the year, and me and you are going to kick ass, not only at week-long Kicking the Nuts, we're going to do it at Showdown, and we're going to remember rule number 1. We're going to fucking have fun with PGA DFS because it is awesome. We're going to enjoy the content. We're going to enjoy the process. We're going to enjoy the build. We're going to enjoy the tilt. We're going to enjoy the sweat, and we're going to enjoy our results, and eventually we're going to get those awesome ones. I thank you all for being here, for continuing to make this the #1 stream in PGA DFS. I will see you soon, because it's almost 2025 and the big guy has no plans of laying down. Fuck cancer. You can't stop the big guy. We'll talk to you later. Enjoy this outro. Put your hands up, you motherfather.
I'm so high.